Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen with previews of the 890 jump, work to the Banu Defender, and early harvesting of fruit and farming-y type stuff, as well as info on the Star Citizen network change to server authoritative, an early look at microTech, and more info on subsystem targeting. This is a summary of Inside Star Citizen 890 reasons, but also there's some extra news tacked on. The 890 jump is in its final art phase, adding the final lighting, textures, and finishing it up, really. There are a load of toilets, a massive bar area, service lift, so that the staff can serve the guests. There is relaxing lighting and communal areas with huge amounts of seating. There's a restaurant, a board, sort of like meeting room, a swimming pool. It's a true luxury party and organisation ship, a ship that is going to be very, very useful for socialising and talking to people. Should have a lot of multi-roles and stuff like that as well. It is still planned for Alpha 3.6. Very much looking forward to that Origin 890 jump. They've been working on materials for the Banu Defender as well. We got to see the untextured exterior and potential textures being looked at. It looks like the arms of the ship also might be able to move for landing and takeoff. The ship looks like a bug lobster with a bit of gorilla thrown in as well. Obviously it is a two-seater, long-distance fighter, and it's going to be quite interesting to get that first Banu ship in game. They've been working on clustered harvestables as well, and this is something that sort of like alludes towards farming, but obviously in the shorter term it's more hunter-gathery. They showed space fruit that looks like it appears on Hurston. It's just some test assets at the moment, but the tech allows for the spawning of procedural groups of plants, minables or other harvestables. They can use for asteroids or things in space as well, and they were picking oranges or some sort of space fruit or something. It was cool. It's something that I'm interested in the future. I very much want farming in the game. I like the idea of outposts. I like the idea of being able to live just on a planet if you want to. It's Star Citizen is scope is big and cray, yo. Environments have been working on microTech's shared resources. The high-tech common elements set is what they've been focusing on at the moment, and they showed some work in progress on the microtech transit areas, but they had a hot dog as a tram instead of a proper train. It was weird. There is a hologram helmet they are making for Subflare for Q3 2019. This is going to be part of their rework of the subscribe system with what looks more unique and interesting flair, sort of like being added amongst other things. Apparently you're going to have a special section of the website, or a better section of the website, a reworked section of the website for subscribers as well. There was also a Centurion style helmet they showed off too. Both of these will be wearable. Subsystem targeting. So they've been setting up subsystem targeting. We've sort of got the ability to shoot thrusters even now, but each item and thruster is going to have health and a collision mesh. They're able to show and dictate damage to the item with those collision meshes. Some ships have received light modelling updates to allow them for more appropriate fitting or positioning of thrusters. Damage can transfer from one item to nearby items, it seems. Damage will also be shown on items. The main engines have more VFX and obvious damage states, though. They will have damage going through the hull of a ship and piercing through to other components, and that's going to deal damage wherever the sort of like rounds or projectiles hit, or wherever the area that's appropriate to take damage will take damage. But there is sort of like a piercing tech where it works out what it goes through and actually travels through systems and things. Damaging an item will degrade its performance until it's no longer functional at all. Obviously, as they start to physicalize components beyond just thrusters and engines, we will start to see this used a lot, and is incredibly important for the game because ships don't have health pools anymore. They're going to have these time to disable sort of thing rather than just a health pool and then destroyed. And you're going to be taking out subsystems, targeting them individually. They will have their own sort of like signatures as well, I suppose, or ways to target them. And yeah, shooting the power plant out might be a better choice on certain ships than targeting the engines or targeting the actual weapon systems. And that's going to be a big part of the game. Some more server optimizations. The client-to-server rework is the first step of the server active client rework stuff. They want to deal with lag better, with better prediction and server optimization. At the moment in game, it's fully client authoritative, which means that your inputs are worked out on your PC and then sent to the server, and what your PC says sort of goes. But this can have you looking jittery, if you've got a bad connection, or if you're firing at someone, you might hit them, but on their screen, you didn't shoot them at all, things like that. So it's bad for everyone else, effectively. Their sort of performance, their gameplay experience is degraded by another client's bad connection. They are, however, changing to server authoritative, meaning that players should look good on the server. If you've got a bad connection, you are the one that is jittery. You have the degraded performance yourself. The server and all the clients connected will see you where you truly are, rather than jittering around, sort of like the server trying to correct where you are. We should see better prediction because of this. Shots should hit people. The PvP should be significantly better. And then we're going to have the server to client rework. That's going to further improve their networking by taking a quarter of a second that they use sort of at the moment for animation, server lag, and all that sort of stuff. They're going to sort of like compress that down in just to a frame or two of lag or additional time it takes to calculate the stuff. This should be a much better experience for everyone playing as well. So 2 big server improvements there. Some other news in regard to when and if a 3.5.1 would come out soon. Community manager Xylo said, "Hey everyone, we absolutely still plan on releasing a 3.5.1 patch, and we are actively working on it. While I don't have an ETA right now, hang in there, there will be more information very soon. So as soon as we know more, I will make a video about it." It also appears there's been a bit of a shuffle with some people at CIG getting promoted and changing job titles. Brian Chambers, for example, is now Vice President of Development for CIG. That is a massive boon to the company, in my opinion, and it looks like he's still going to be working out of the Frankfurt office. This does mean they're going to be looking for someone to work with him doing his original job, stuff like that as well, but I'll check out to see who's moved around and work out what's going on with that, if there's anything that's big that's changed around, and I will do a video on that maybe in the future, or add it to the news. The Star Citizen monthly report is out, and I'll get a summary of that up shortly. Hopefully the Squadron 42 newsletter report will follow on in a few hours as well. I'll get that up over the weekend. I would like to draw attention to a video done by Morphologist. Star Citizen, what's taking so long? That looks at the development timeline of Star Citizen. It's a very well researched and reasoned piece, and is kind of a response on the Forbes article that was out the other week. I recommend you check out his channel. He does great Star Citizen content, and that video is pretty damn good, so please check that out. But what did you think of the 890 jump? Did you like the way it's looking at the moment? What about the Banu Defender? Is it sort of like a bit too squat or odd looking compared to what you originally sort of thought it was going to look like? A lot of people have been saying that on Reddit. And the harvestable stuff, are you looking forward to farming? Are you, well, I suppose this isn't really too much to do with farming at this stage. It's just the spawning of harvestable items. So are you looking forward to being able to, you know, steal fruit and other odd things from planets like Hurston in the future? Whatever your thoughts or questions, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Every month we have a ship giveaway on the channel for May 2019. It's for another Drake Corsair exploration ship, donated in the name of the People's Radio. They are a 24/7 radio station providing music in the Verse News and in Law commercials, and are operated by the People's Alliance of Levski. To be in for a chance of winning that ship, be subscribed to my YouTube channel and comment on any of my videos made during the month. Links to the People's Radio and more information on the giveaway in the description below. If you are looking for a gaming PC or to upgrade, then instead consider Shadow Cloud gaming PCs, which leverage your internet connection and a data center to turn any device, your old PC, a phone, a tablet, a laptop, whatever, into a powerful Windows 10 gaming environment. It's subscription based, so won't break the bank, and is a fantastic alternative to buying your own PC. If you are looking for a VPN, then I use NordVPN as well. It's mega cheap, allows me to upload, play games, browse with more security and privacy than I would otherwise have. For both of those, links are below, and use the code BoredGamer to receive a discount on either. BoredGamer is supported by its community via Patreon, the YouTube join button, Subscribestar, Twitch, direct donations, people throwing ships at me. A massive thank you to everyone that goes the extra mile to support me. It genuinely does help. Just like everything else, links are below for people that would like to get involved with that as well. But if you want to give feedback, there are details there that you can get onto my Discord, discord.gg/BoredGamer, or contact@boredgamer.co.uk if you want to send me an email. Just get in contact, give me feedback. Whatever your thoughts, I'd love to hear from you.